top 5 best MCPE PvP texture packs. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 MCPE packs that are specifically made to PvP and definitely will give you an FPS boost. All the downloads to the texture packs will be in the description down below, so make sure you guys actually download them. And if you do not know how to download texture packs, I got you, bro. I made a video like last month on how to actually download texture packs in Minecraft Box Edition, so make sure to click the annotation to the top right of the screen and it should take you to that video. They come right back here so I can show you guys these awesome texture packs. Before we get started into this video, let's try to go for 50 likes. I know that's incredibly high goal, but I genuinely think we can do it. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's head on to the number 5 spot. Number 4 spot, we have the Shet X Final Fade 16x 16 by 16 FPS pack. So this is how everything looks like. As you can tell immediately right at the bat, you can tell that this pack actually has a short sword, just like on the screen right now. And this is how the gold stuff looks like, and this is how the iron swords look like, the stone, and of course the wooden one. So this pack actually looks so cool and so clean. So let's actually go to the ores just to see how they look like, and of course they are highlighted. So this is how the lapis lazuli looks like, this is how the gold looks like, and over here we have the diamonds with the beautiful fade of like blue and purple. It honestly just looks so nice. I really am loving it. So yeah, we also have the redstone right over here, the emeralds, and lastly we have the iron right over here, which is honestly so cool, and everything just looks pretty clean. So let's actually see how the bow looks like, and as you can tell, the bow even has an indicator, so that is very cool. Finally a pack that has an indicator. So yeah, as you can tell, the indicator does work and it is pretty smooth, and it has a really nice gradient of blue and purple, as well as the buttons right over there. And yeah, you know what, let's just go see the armor. So this is how the iron armor looks like. It looks pretty cool, just how you would expect iron armor to look like. We also have the gold armor, which honestly looks so cool, and this here is my favorite, the diamond armor. This just looks so cool. I don't even know how to describe it, but it just looks so cool and so clean. And we also have the chainmail and the leather right over here. For some reason, the leather armor and the iron armor kind of have like the same texture. I'm not so sure why that is, but yeah. So yeah, here's how the potions look like. So if we just splash them, those are how the particles look like. The particles look so clean. I really do like it. And we also have the fishing rod. So yeah, you know, this is pretty cool. And then right over here we can see how the quartz look like and how all the other stuff look like. So it pretty much looks the same as in the regular vanilla Minecraft. So that is definitely pretty cool. The sand looks pretty clean, as you can tell. It looks very cartoonish and plasticky. I don't know, I really like that. And over here we have the nether stuff. So this is how the fire looks like. The fire looks pretty cool. And we also have the portal right over here, the awesome cobstone right over here, and the nether bricks as well. And these are all how all the heads look like. They look pretty cool if I do say so myself. And if we actually go over here, we can see how this pack will look like in the end. So yeah, this is how the end looks like in this pack. It looks way more simpler, so this definitely will give you an FPS boost, and that is definitely a very good thing. So this pack would be really good for caving, so that is definitely a massive plus about this pack. Anyways, guys, we already started off strong with the number 5 spot, so yeah, you know what, let's just head on to the number 4 spot. On the number 4 spot, we have the Nori 128x MCPE PvP texture pack. So yeah, this is how everything looks like. Everything looks pretty cool. So let's just start off with the sword. So this is how the diamond sword looks like. As you can tell, it has a lot of shading, and it just looks so clean. I'm a huge fan of it. And we also have the gold sword right over here. So the gold sword definitely looks pretty cool. We also have the iron sword right over here, which of course looks just as cool too. We also have the stone sword, which looks pretty clean if I do say so myself. And lastly, we have the wooden sword, which obviously does look like a wooden sword. So let's just go over here to the armor. So over here we have the leather armor, which kind of looks like chocolate. I don't know, it reminds me of chocolate. We also have the chainmail armor right over there, so that is definitely pretty cool. And over here we have the green armor right over there. This is the diamond armor right over here, and it just looks so cool. I really am loving it. We also have the gold armor right here. The gold armor also looks pretty cool if I do say so myself. And we also have the iron armor, which is over there, and that looks pretty cool. So let's just pan through the items right over here. All the items look pretty cool, especially the diamond. And as you can tell, we actually have a retextured ender pearl. So this is how the retextured ender pearl looks like, and it just works like a regular ender pearl. You know, you would throw it out here, and this is how everything will look like. And as you can tell, the sky just looks so beautiful. Like, honestly, this pack is just one of the best ones ever. Look at that, we have like this green galaxy for a sky, so that is definitely really unique. And over here we guys can actually see the ore. So this is how the lapis lazuli looks like. As you can tell, it has the highlighted ores right over there. So that is definitely pretty cool. This is how the gold looks like. The gold looking pretty clean. And over here we have the beautiful diamonds right over here. So the diamonds just look so beautiful. I'm such a huge fan of it. It just has like this mint color, so that is definitely pretty cool. And over here we have redstone. So this is how the redstone looks like. The redstone looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And this is how the emeralds look like. The emeralds look pretty cool as well. They kind of look like the diamonds, but it is a different shade of green. And over here we have the iron, and for some reason the iron is not highlighted. I'm not so sure why that is the case, but hey man, I'm not complaining. So over here we have the nether. So this is how like the netherrack looks like, and the obsidian looks so cool. The cobblestone, the nether brick, and of course the fire honestly just looks so amazing. This is how the fire looks like. The fire is of course green. This whole texture pack is like a green theme, so that is definitely pretty cool. And this is how the bow looks like. The bow unfortunately does not have an indicator, but it still looks pretty cool and really fresh. And over here we have the fishing rod over here. This pretty much works the same thing like a regular fishing rod, so that is definitely pretty cool. And let's pull out the potion. So yeah, this is how the potion particles look like. They look pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And here's how the swiftness potion looks like. So that is definitely a really cool thing. And of course, just like the last pack, this pack is so bright. This pack really just adds so much more to the game Minecraft. Anyways guys, that is pretty much it for the number 4 spot. Let's head on to the number 3 spot. Okay, we're actually gonna die to the skeleton. Okay, no, good. On the number 3 spot, we have the E32X MCPE texture pack. So this one actually does take up quite a bit of storage. It takes up 10.7 megabytes. So yeah, make sure you guys actually download this this texture pack. Everything just looks so cool right at the bat. Everything looks so clean. So let's start off with the items right, like swords look like. That's how the ender pearl looks like. The ender pearl looks so cool. They definitely have retextured it. So yeah, everything just looks pretty cool. So let's just head on to the armor right over here. This over here, we have the iron armor, which is looking pretty cool. We also have the gold armor, which is also looking pretty cool. And the diamond armor just looks so amazing. It really does add so much more to the game Minecraft. But yeah, I really like the diamond armor in this one. I highly recommend that you guys actually download this texture pack. We also have the chainmail armor and the leather armor, again looking like some chocolate right over there. So that definitely looks pretty cool. And as you can tell, they even changed the enchanting table. So this is how the enchanting table looks like. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. So yeah, that definitely is pretty cool. So this is how the wooden sword looks like. The wooden sword looks pretty cool. This is the stone sword. The stone sword is also looking really fresh. We also have the iron sword right over here. It looks pretty cool. It looks really bright. And the gold sword. Now one thing I really like about all the like stuff in this texture pack is that it really does have a smooth gradient and adds so much more to the game. We also have the diamond sword right over here. So this is how the diamond sword looks like. It looks pretty cool. And we also have our ender pearl, which of course we can just fling this up, you know, you just throw this around. And this is how the sky looks like. We have the bow right over here. So the bow unfortunately does not have an indicator, but it definitely looks pretty clean. So that is definitely a very good thing. And we also have the fishing rod over here. So yeah, you know, this works and functions. Go over here, we can see how like the netherrack looks like, along with the fire and the end portal. And the nether portal looks so cool. This is the cobblestone, the nether brick right up there. It just, everything looks so cool. If we actually go over here, we can see how this pack would look like in the end. It looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it is the same thing like in the regular traditional Minecraft. So that is definitely pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. And if we actually go over here, we can see how the ores look like. So let's just go over here and let's see how the ores look like. Over here we have the lapis lazuli. The lapis lazuli just looks so cool, and of course it is highlighted, so that definitely will come in handy in UHGs and in survival Minecraft. We also have gold right up here. Gold looking pretty fresh right over here. And the diamonds will look so clean, and they definitely do pop out, so you will never miss diamonds when you are out caving, so that is definitely a pretty good thing. And over here we have the emeralds. Right over here, the emeralds look pretty cool, as well as the redstone. The redstone looks awesome too. And lastly, we have the iron right over here, and unfortunately the iron for some reason is not highlighted, which I think it should be, but I don't even know why. You know what, let's bring out our potions, and this is how the potion particles will look like. They look really unique and different prior to the last packs that we made. So yeah, that definitely is a pretty good thing, if I do say so myself. And in general, just everything about this pack looks so cool, and I'm such a huge fan of it. And blue is also my favorite color. Yeah, other than that, this pack is really cool and definitely will give you a massive FPS boost in a PvP battle. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the number 3 spot. Let's head on to the number 2 spot. On the number 2 spot, we have Grab right over here, 16x MCPE texture pack right up there. It takes up about 2 megabytes. So yeah, that is definitely pretty cool, and everything looked pretty cool. And I'm just gonna show you guys the sword. So this is how the wooden sword looks like. The wooden sword is looking pretty cool, and this is how the stone sword looks like. And of course, the swords are actually really short in like most of these packs. So yeah, that is definitely a pretty good thing, if I do say so myself. This is how the iron sword looks like. The iron sword looks pretty clean, if I do say so myself. The gold looks so awesome. I really love the gradient that they included in all the swords. And we also have the diamond sword right over here, which is actually red. This whole pack is like red theme, so that is definitely pretty cool. Let's go over here and see how the armor looks like. We have the leather armor right over there, looking pretty cool. We also have the chainmail armor, which looks just like chainmail armor. And over here we have the diamond armor. The diamond armor, of course, is red, and honestly, it just looks so cool. And over here we have the gold armor, looking pretty cool. And we also have the iron armor, so that is definitely pretty cool. I really am loving this red armor right up here. It just looks so cool. And this is how all the items look like. As you can tell, the gapples look pretty cool, and there's even custom made ender pearl. So yeah, this is the ender pearl, and the diamond over there looks pretty cool too. So this is how the ender pearl looks like right up here. It looks pretty cool. And actually, if we just teleport out of here, we actually can see the sky. The sky is a like a galaxy red background over here, and you can see the sun over there, which honestly just looks so cool. And I really love how this pack looks like. You know, it just adds so much more to the Minecraft experience, and definitely will give you something new to explore. So honestly, I just really love this pack right now. It just looks so cool. We also have the bow right up here, and the bow unfortunately does not have an indicator, but it still looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. The bow looks pretty awesome. And yeah, we also have the fishing rod. So this is how the fishing rod looks like. The fishing rod looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And if we actually go over here, we can see how like the nether looks like. The nether rack looks pretty clean, as well as the cobblestone, the obsidian, and the nether portal, of course, looking pretty cool. And the fire looks so detailed and so cool. I really love how it looks like. Yeah, let's get on to the ores actually. So these are how all the ores look like. This is how like the lapis lazuli looks like. I really like it because it is highlighted and has like a little diamond in the center. It just makes everything look so cool. And if we actually go over here, we have the same thing but for gold, and the gold looks pretty clean right up here. And this is how the diamonds look like. The diamonds look so cool, honestly. They have the red diamond in the middle, and they're also highlighted, so that is definitely a very good thing. And the redstone for some reason is not highlighted, but here it is anyways. It looks pretty cool regardless. And the emeralds also look pretty clean too, so that is definitely a very good thing. And last but not least, we have the iron right over here. So yeah, you know, all the ores are highlighted except the redstone ore. I'm not so sure why that is, but yeah, let's also see how the actual like potion particles look like. So these are how the particles look like. The particles look pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I'm just gonna splash sweat this potion. So yeah, that definitely is a pretty good thing. Yeah, in general, this texture pack is so cool and definitely will help you out in a PvP battle. And of course, it is color red theme. So if your favorite color is red, then this texture pack is for you. So that is definitely a pretty good thing. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for the number 2 spot. Let's head on to the number 1 spot. On the number 1 spot, we have the Pastelic 15K Pink FPS PvP texture pack right over there. It takes up 4.1 megabytes of storage. So yeah, this is how everything looks like. Everything looks pretty cool. As you can tell, the main color scheme of this texture pack is actually pink, and that is actually really cool because there's not that many pink texture packs out there, so it definitely is refreshing to see one. So let's start off with the armor. This is how the iron armor looks like. As you can tell, it's they really did a good job in shading all the armors, and especially with the gold one too. The gold one looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And the diamond one is actually pink, and this just looks so cool. I'm like such a huge fan of it. I definitely will be using it in future UAC, so that is definitely pretty cool. We also have the chainmail armor right over here, and of course the chocolate leather armor right over there. It looks so amazing, honestly. But yeah, everything looks pretty cool. So let's just show you guys how the swords look like. This is how the wooden sword looks like. This is how the stone sword looks like. Over here we have the iron sword, the golden sword right over there, which is looking pretty cool, and we have the diamond sword, which of course is pink. Of course, like that's like the main color scheme of this texture pack, so that definitely is pretty cool. I'm gonna show you guys how the particles look like. So this is how some of the potion particles look like in this pack. They look very like simple, basic, you know, they get the job done. So this definitely will be giving you an FPS boost. Like all these textures are just so simple, so that definitely really is a good thing. So we actually just climb up these stairs. We have all the ores. We have the lapis lazuli right over here highlighted. Right over here we have the gold right over here. The gold blocks looking so awesome. And the diamonds are actually pink, of course, like the main scheme of this texture pack. It looks so cool, you know, seeing the pink ores right over there. So yeah, that definitely is pretty cool. And the redstone is actually highlighted, as well as the emeralds, and the iron is not highlighted for some reason. But and this is how the sky looks like. The sky just looks so cool. It's like this purple gradient. Honestly, it just looks so beautiful. How like the nether actually looks like. So yeah, this is how the netherrack looks like. It looks pretty simple. We have the portal, the obsidian, the nether bricks, and all that. And probably one of my favorite features about this texture pack is the fire. The fire is actually pink, of course, like the main color scheme of this texture pack. So that definitely is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. How the bow looks like. The bow actually does have an indicator, so that definitely will come in handy. And this is why like this pack is #1. It is just so awesome, and it even has an indicator, so that definitely will come in handy if you're playing like Skywars, UAC, or just any PvP battle. We also have a fishing rod right over here. Pretty simple. Anyways, that is pretty much it for the #1 spot. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This video did take a long time to edit, make, and record, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and make sure to share this video with your friends so everyone has an opportunity to play on these amazing PvP texture packs. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or even want to collab with me to be featured in one of my future videos, then make sure to follow me and DM me on my Twitter. My Twitter will pop up on the screen right now, so make sure you guys hit me up on my Twitter, and you guys can also hit me up on my Instagram, which will also pop up on the screen right now. So yeah, make sure to follow me and DM me on both my Twitter and my Instagram. Lastly, you guys can also contact me on my Discord. My Discord will pop up on the screen right now. Bryant V789 #0263. So yeah, that definitely is pretty awesome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, French fries.